If you are following along with me, then you've completed your introductory paragraph, so good job. Now it's time to work on our first body paragraph. So I'm going to click Enter and Tab. When I do this, it's going to indent the paragraph. So I'm going to go to my first assertion in my outline, and I'm going to copy it by hitting Control C, and then I'm going to paste it by hitting Control V. All right, so now I need to start with my evidence. My first thing I'm trying to prove, my first claim, is that in 12 Angry Men, Juror 10's prejudice is best illustrated in the middle of the play. So I'm going to be looking for quotes there in the middle of the play to prove that this is true. And I've already found some evidence. So I'm going to go to my outline and hit Control C and Control V. Great, so now I'm going to reread it and I'm going to ask myself, is there enough information that my reader would understand what I'm trying to prove? So remember, your reader probably hasn't read these texts. So you're going to have to include a lot of details about the text to help them understand. Juror 8 is saying that the defendant is too smart to have made a mistake in the case. Juror 10 says, right? He's a common ignorant Slav. He don't even speak good English. So I'm going to ask myself, is that enough information for my reader? And I'm thinking that my reader might not know what we're talking about when we say the mistake. And they also might not know where this conversation is happening. So I'm going to go to page 37 and I'm going to make sure I remember what was happening during that scene. Oh, yes. This is the scene where they're talking about when the boy yelled, "I'm going to kill you." And Juror 8 is saying, why would he yell, "I'm going to kill you," if he was really going to do that? That's not very smart because then other people would hear. So the eighth juror is saying, this boy is smart. He wouldn't have made a mistake like that. So clearly he's innocent. And Juror 10 says, he's not smart because he doesn't speak English well. All right, so I'm going to add some information. I'm just going to summarize in my head some of those thoughts. I'm going to write them here. So first I'm going to say where they are. So the jurors are in the deliberation room and they are discussing the evidence from the witnesses. I'm just going to change that font so they're all the same. All right, so now I've helped my reader picture it a little bit more, but now I still want to explain to them what this mistake is. I want to explain about that detail. So I think it would be best if I said it before that part. I'm going to say, a neighbor of the defendant heard the boy yell, "I'm going to kill you." Some jurors believe this proves his innocence, and some jurors believe this proves his guiltiness. Juror 8 is saying that the defendant is too smart to have made a mistake like that in the case. Juror 10 says, right? He's a common ignorant Slav. He don't even speak good English. All right, so did you see what I did there? I copied and pasted my assertion and my evidence. Then I went back and added some more information so that my reader can understand what's happening in the text. And then before I finish this chunk, I have one last thing to do. Do you know what it is? Yes, it's my interpretation. So I'm going to want to explain the quote in my own words and then write my own idea. or my own inference. So, Bright, he's a common ignorant slob. He don't even speak good English. Juror 10 is implying that if you do not speak English well, that you are not smart. I think that sounds really prejudiced. I want to make sure my reader knows that this is proving my assertion that juror 10 is being prejudiced here. This is a very prejudiced comment, and it is untrue. In fact, if you speak English well, it may mean you are bilingual. Being bilingual shows real intelligence. I'm going to correct my spelling. All right, so now I want you to look at your body paragraph, and I want you to type your assertion, your context, your evidence, and your interpretation. And then we will come back and do the next part.